one shape like this, okay, like a container like this. Okay, so given that we have a dimension for each side, so let me
stop sekejap. Tapi kita ada apa?
tak apalah. Okay, let me draw first. Tak nak tisu. Okay, let me draw the diagram. So this is the diagram. Buruk ah. Buruk. Apa kalau dah 15 minutes sebab saya? Okay. So this is the diagram given that the length of this side is 15 cm and this is x, the length of this side is 24 cm. So this is simply a angle. Okay, so now question A states that, so everything here is x, this is x according to the sentence there. You read the sentence first. Okay, so now question A, you need to show that the V, which is the volume of this container, is equals to 4x cubed minus 78x squared plus 360x. So how do we show that? How do we get the volume of this container? So how to get the volume of this container? It's just that this length times this length times this length, right? So that's very easy actually. So now this is 15 cm. So this is x, this is also x. So the remaining here is 15 minus 2x. That's the remaining there. Okay? And then this is 24 cm. So the remaining here is just this one, this is just 24 minus 2x. Okay, so means that now I have here, this line here is 24 minus 2x. This is x. And this line here is 15 minus 2x. Okay, so how to get the volume? It's just, we just multiply, we just times everything together. So the volume is equals to x times 24 minus 2x times 15 minus 2x. Okay, so you expand slowly, you should be able to get, okay lah, let's expand together. 24x minus 2x squared. I just multiply in the x. Okay, and then this is 15 minus 2x. Okay, and then multiply 24 times 15, you will get 360x. Okay, and then minus 48x squared minus 30x squared plus 4x cubed. Okay, so now according to the question, we need to show that 4x cubed. So you just rearrange lah, make it nice. 4x cubed put in front. And then that one solve, minus 78x squared plus 360x. Okay, done with question A. So for this type of question, you cannot leave question A. Question A is very easy. You just need to prove that something. But when the question asks you to show that, means you need to end up with that value. Okay, you need to end up with that value. You cannot use that value yet. Okay, so now question B. This is question A settled. Question B. Let's do it here. Okay, so question B. Find the stationary value. The keyword here is stationary of V and the value of x for which this occur. Find the stationary value. Stationary value, remember, occur at dy dx equals to 0. So we know that dy dx must be equals to 0. But now we have V and x. So we change the letter. Instead of having dy dx equals to 0, we have dv dx equals to 0. Okay? So my V is equals to 4x cubed minus 78x squared plus 360x. Okay, in order to have stationary value, my dv dx must be equals to 0. Okay, so now we compute our dv dx. Make it equals to 0. Okay, that is just 12x squared minus 156x plus 360. And that value must be equals to 0. We need to find what is the value of x for which this occurs. So how do we find the value of x? This is just quadratic equation. So how do we solve this? Use EQN. So use your calculator straight away. Okay. So your A is 12. Your B is negative 165 and 156. Your C is 360. Okay. So now you will get x minus 10. Another one is x minus 3. So your x is equals to 10. Your x is equals to 3. Okay. Okay. So which one is your answer now? Which one is your answer? Okay. If we choose 10 as our answer, if we choose x equals to 10 as our answer, so this dimension, this line would be 15 minus 20, which is 2 times 10. 15 minus 20 is negative 5. Is it logic to have this side as negative 5? So it's not logic. So we cannot accept x equals to 10 as one of our answer. So try x equals to 3. If this is just, if x is 3, so here you will get 6. 15 minus 6, so that line is just 9, which is logic to have. Okay? So that's why we ignore that part. So that is your answer now. Okay. Okay, and then question C, determine the nature of this stationary value. So how do we determine the nature? By finding the second derivative. Okay, I erase first. I only have this board here, which is very small. Okay, so now question C, we want to find the nature. Remember, to find the nature, you need to find the second derivative. You need to relate, you need to try to relate everything, okay? Stationary value, dy dx equals to 0. Finding nature, find the second derivative. Greater than 0 simply means minimum. Less than 0 simply means maximum. You need to remember the relation here. Okay, so now, determine the nature, we try to find dy dx, sorry, dv dx. So we know that our dv dx, which we have calculated previously, which is that 12x squared minus 156x plus 360. Now find the second derivative, d square v over dx squared equals to 24x minus 156. Okay, so what is this? Is it positive or negative? You need to key in the value just now. So key in x equals to 3 into the second derivative. So at x equals to 3, d square v over dx square is equals to 24 times 3 minus 156. Okay, so what is that value? I am not interested to know what is the value. We just need to know whether it's a positive or negative only. Okay, so calculate that. 24 times 3, 24 times 3 minus, okay. So you will get something like less than 0. Okay, less than 0. Therefore, less than 0, second derivative less than 0 simply means it is a maximum. Maximum nature. That's it. Okay? That's it. Okay, 1 minute lah. 10 minit. Okay. Okay, let's go to the second example. Make sure refer to the second example. It's on the second page. Okay, let's do it together now. This one. Okay, second example. Okay. Let me draw first. Please read the question. Okay, so this is my T, this is my P, this is S, and this is Q, this is R. Given that this is YCM, this is XM. Sorry, M, not CM. M. Okay, So a piece of wire of length 2 meter means now the perimeter is 2 meter. Okay, so the hint is in between the line. Read the question properly. A piece of wire of length 2 meter. Everything you add, you get 2 meter. It's bent to form the shape PQRST. Okay, PQST is just a rectangle. Okay, QRS is a semicircle with diameter SQ. Okay, so this is just a rectangle, and this is a semicircle. Means the radius is just half of SQ. SQ is the diameter. So radius is just half of SQ. Okay? Okay. So now PT equals to X, PQ equals to ST equals to Y. So this is also Y. Okay, everything here is given in the question. Okay. The total area enclosed by the shape is A. So area is A. Okay. So question A asks us to express Y in terms of X. How do you do this? Okay. So easy. So what is the radius here? We mentioned just now X over 2 because S to Q is X cm, X meter. Radius means X over 2 lah. Okay. So now we know that the perimeter is 2 meter. So how do we find the perimeter here? Perimeter is simply TP plus PQ plus QRS plus ST. Okay? Which is equals to, TP is equals to X plus Y plus K. QRS, how do we calculate the circumference of QRS here? This is just half circle. So circumference is 2 pi R. 2 pi R. R is X over 2 now. So 2 pi R. But we are dealing with semicircle. So you divide by 2. Okay? Ignore that fraction first. It's okay. Okay. 2 pi R divided by 2 plus ST is just Y. Okay. So now that one you can simplify. Okay. Simplify. So you will end up with X plus 2Y. How do I get to Y? Plus Y plus Y. Okay. Plus pi X over 2 equals to 2 meter. Okay. So question asks us to express Y in terms of X. Means you need to leave Y as your subject. So rearrange everything. So you will get 2 minus X minus pi X over 2 equals to 2Y. I don't want 2Y. I want Y only. So therefore Y equals to 2 minus X minus pi X over 2 over 2. Settle. Okay. Done with A. Okay. So question B now. Show that the area is equals to that value. So you need to show that means we need to end up with that value. Okay. So how do we find area of this shape? Okay. So that is just rectangle plus semicircle. So BN now, area of rectangle plus area of semicircle. Area of rectangle is very easy, which is just XY. Right? Okay. And then area of semicircle, that is just pi R square. R is X over 2 square. But this is just semicircle. This is a circle. Pi R square is for circle. Semicircle divide by 2. Okay? So that is the area. Okay? Area equals to area of rectangle plus area of semicircle. Okay? Semicircle. Okay, so now that is just XY plus pi X square over 4 over 2. That one you can simplify, make it becomes over 8. How do I get over 8? You press your calculator lah. This is just 1 over 2 square and then you divide by 2, you will get 8 here, okay? Use your calculator. Okay, but then see the question. Question asks us to leave our A in terms of X only, but I have Y here. So I need to get rid of Y. So how do I get rid of Y is by using the first answer just now. Answer from part A. So you take everything here. This is Y, right? You substitute in here. Okay, so substitute, you will get X. Y now is 2 minus X minus pi X. over 2 plus pi x square over 8. Okay, so let's solve this. You will get 2x, I multiply in, okay, minus x square, okay, minus pi x square over 2, and then everything over 2 plus pi x square over 8. Okay, square over 2. Okay, minus 1 over 4 plus 1 over 8. Okay. Okay, and then try to solve slowly one by one. 2x with 2 cancel, you will end up with x only, okay? And then we have x square over 2, maintain x square over 2. And then that one, this is negative pi over 2, which is negative pi over 4 plus pi over 8. Because the question maintain the pi, so you don't have to key in the pi inside your calculator. Let it be pi. So we just take the value, the number in front of the pi only. Okay, which is negative 1 over 2, negative 1 over 4 plus 1 over 8. So you press your calculator, you will end up with negative 1 over 8. Pi still there, x square. Okay. Please, I hope you guys get this. If you don't get this, you cannot proceed, and make sure you can get at least question A, question B. If you don't understand, please WhatsApp me. You can use voice call ke, video call ke, it's okay. Can WhatsApp me, make sure you understand part A, part B, okay? Before we proceed to part C. 16 minit. Okay, so let's proceed to part C. If you want to copy, I really recommend you guys to do your workings here, okay? So you can just pause the video just now. Sorry, my handwriting is not that good, but boleh lah nampak juga kot sikit-sikit kan. Okay, and then now part C. Part C. Find dA over dx, which is really easy. We know that now our A is just x minus 1 over 2 x square minus 1 over 8 pi x square. Okay, so dA over dx, which is, we just differentiate, you will get 1 minus x minus 1 over 4 pi x. That's it. That's the answer for dA dx. Okay, second one, d square a over ds square, which is the second derivative, you will get negative 1 minus 1 over 4 pi. Settle. Okay? Okay, part D. Find the value for x for which there is stationary value of x. Stationary again, stationary means what? Stationary means dy over dx must be equals to 0. Okay? That value must be equals to 0. I know we don't have y here, but we have dA dx, so we use dA dx. Okay? So now dA dx equals to 0. Everything there equals to 0. So equals to 1 minus x minus 1 over 4 pi x. So this is just maths problem. How do we leave x alone? We have x. You factorize x. So I take 1 to be on this side. Negative 1 equals to factorize x. You will get negative 1 from here. Minus 1 over 4 pi. Close the bracket. So now your x is just equals to negative 1. Oh, buruk. Negative. Ya Allah. I change side Negative 1 over negative 1 minus 1 over 4 pi. Use your calculator lah, get the value. Press your calculator only. Okay? Okay, so for part E, that one, press your calculator. Don't write down press your calculator. You press your calculator, find what is the value. Okay. Alvin. What Alvin? Okay, for part E, determine the magnitude and nature of this stationary value. Determine the nature. How to determine finding the second derivative? Second derivative here. Okay, Is this value positive or negative? Negative, right? That value will give you a negative value. You press your calculator, you will get a negative value. So, d square y over dx square less than 0 simply means, what is the nature? Less than 0 means it is a maximum. Maximum nature. Maximum nature. Okay, settle. Determine the magnitude. Determine the magnitude simply means you need to, the value of x here, you need to key in the value of x here. Let's say I get a 3 here. It's not a 3 I don't want to press my calculator. It's not a 3. 20 minutes. Okay, it's not a 3. You just take that value, key in inside here. So, what is the magnitude of A? Key in inside. We have x minus 1 over 2x squared minus 1 over 8 pi x. So, from previous calculation, I get x equals to 3, which is not 3. You press your calculator. I don't want to press 3. Key in inside here to get the magnitude. So, key in 3 minus 1 over 2, 3 square minus 1 over 8 pi, 3 square. So, get what is the value. Settle. Okay? So, the question can only ask you to show something. Find first, second derivative. Question can ask you stationary point, which is dy dx equals to 0. Question can ask you what is the nature. That's it. Okay. I have 3 questions for you guys. Taken from the Cambridge books. Okay, taken from here, taken from the Cambridge book. With the worksheet I compiled already, and the answer is also there. I need everybody to make sure you do question 1, 2, 3 and submit to me through WhatsApp. Everybody need to take picture of your answer number 1, 2, 3. WhatsApp to me group. Saya tak nak serabut dalam group. WhatsApp to me personally, 1, 2, 3. The due date is tomorrow, 2nd April before 8 PM. I want to check. Semua orang boleh kerja. Please please, this is a new subtopic. Make sure you do. Okay, bye.